Today's QOMO lesson is going to be on how to take a document that you've already created electronically to copy it through the image capture to put onto your whiteboard, which allows you to move it around, to write over it, and to truly demonstrate what you want the students to do with that document. This also saves because you wouldn't necessarily have to make a ton of copies. The kids can follow along with you, write it in their notebook paper, or just do this as a whole classroom type of deal if it works. Some documents work for this, some documents don't. So let's take a look at our whiteboard. Remember, the switch mode gets you back to the QOMO's whiteboard. Once we have a white slide up, then we can go to the switch mode to switch us out of the whiteboard, and we're going to go over to, let's take this folder. This is some of the CFAs that I've created, just a very small sample of CFAs, and I want to click on, let's say, the factors CFA. If I have this CFA up, it's great and it works as a Word document. However, the teacher has to wait until all of the students are done with question number 6 in order to slide it down. Or maybe they're done with number 3 and then slide it down. Here's a really neat feature of the QOMO. We're going to go to our Start menu. We're going to go up to Tools, go over to Image Capture, and I like to click on Save and Import, and then the screen does the entire screen, your taskbar, your toolbar, everything you see. The anomaly will allow you to do kind of those funny different shapes. I usually click on a region because it allows me to do a square or a rectangle. I'm going to click and drag and hold, and once I get there, I'm going to let go. This is my folder that I've set up, and I can organize this better at a later date. I'm just going to call this CFA, we'll just say CFA1, and it saves it as a JPEG down here. I'm going to click Save. Going back to my whiteboard, I'm going to go over to the media strip, click on the media strip, go up and find my CFA, I'm going to double click on it, and then I can click, drag and hold, and here it comes. Remember, once it's in, you can always make this bigger. You can always expand it out if you'd like to. It's simply a matter of what works best for you and your students. If that's not clear enough, you can zoom out if you had to, or you can zoom in with the plus sign. Whatever's going to work best for your students to see the most questions is probably going to be the best for your situation. I'm just going to slide this up. I'm going to grab that rover, the hand, just slide it up over here. Something else you can do is, once you have this screen, you can go down to File, or the Start button, and you can go to Print Preview. You can go to Print Part of the slide. You can email it to somebody. Or what you can do, which always is a good thing for your QOMO documents for future use, is to go to Save As, and I'm going to create a new folder. I'm just going to call it CFA. And then once I double click on my CFA folder, I'm just going to call this one 1. And that's my first one. Now obviously, if this were a real deal, you would be giving this more of a detailed name, such as factors or prime numbers, composite numbers. I'm going to click Save. So now that I know this document has been saved, you can write over the top of it. If you want your students to really focus on if that were your correct choice or something like that, you can do that. If you also want to teach them the strikeout method, you can show them how that works. You can just say, well, that can't be the answer, or this one, well, that wouldn't make sense. So you can just cross them off. And you made a mistake, you're like, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. You can always click the undo button. That just gets you back to where you originally started from. Thank you very much.